Hey, this is Jackie Henderson. I'm going to share some scholarship tips with you today. I call it The Hunt, helping you figure out where in the world to go and find scholarship help. So, I will offer some suggestions. First, you will want to check with the institutions that you have applied to. So, the colleges that you have decided to apply to or that you know for sure that you're going to, you will want to research within that college what scholarship opportunities that they have. First, you usually want to start with the actual University of Iowa scholarship portal, for example, or Kirkwood scholarship portal. So they each have portals within their websites that you would fill out and select different criteria to help sort and filter scholarships that may be available to you. For example, I have attached the links for many different colleges that students around West Liberty attend. So you can click on this link. It will take you to a Google Doc that has the scholarship applications within each college. So if I'm going to consider going to the University of Iowa, I could click on the scholarship application portal off of this Google Doc, and it will take me right to that portal. From there, I can look at what different scholarship opportunities are available, deadlines, maybe some criteria that are included within that scholarship, and apply within the University of Iowa's portal. So that's an example of how you would research within a particular college. To continue on the institution, I want to share with you another way that you can look for scholarships within each college would be to check out their what's called merit-based scholarships. Those scholarships are based on your GPA and your ACT. The best way to approach merit-based scholarships is to open up Google and simply type in university. I'm going to give this as an example: University of Iowa merit-based scholarships. It will take you to their page, and from there you will scroll down. Every university's or college is structured a little differently here. University of Iowa takes you to first year student. You select a residency from Iowa, and then it will list the opportunities within the merit-based scholarships for Iowa residents. It will tell you, for example, the Iowa Flagship Award is for incoming first year students who are Iowa residents. The value of that scholarship is $8,500 per year for up to 4 years. The minimum requirements are 33 ACT and a 3.8 cumulative GPA. So typically there is no applications that have to be completed for merit-based scholarships. So if you are curious about what those marks are, meaning what the ACT score and the GPA combination is for each merit-based scholarship within your institution, the best approach I can tell you to do is Google the college of your choice and then merit-based scholarships, and it should take you to that information. Some of them have charts that have the different tiers. So the higher your ACT, the higher your GPA, the more money you will garner in scholarships. And typically those are um, just awarded. You don't have to do any applications. So it's a good way to grab some money if you can score those certain marks on your ACT and you have the GPA to support it. So those are called merit-based scholarships. Another place that students will have some luck with finding scholarships would be to think about the different products that your family or you use or wear. Um, so, for example, like banks, if you bank at a certain bank, ask if they have a scholarship or Google them use Google to search up, for example, West Liberty State Bank scholarship. Now, that one is listed in our school website, but there might be some banks that you use that are not listed that you can check out to see what they offer for scholarships or products that you wear. You might find that that's kind of interesting to think, I wonder if the company of Nike offers any scholarships. You can simply Google Nike scholarships for seniors in high school, and you will find something pop up. Um, you can also think about like insurance companies that maybe your family uses. And if you're not sure, ask your parents, what do we use for our insurance in our home? And if you think about a company, Farm Bureau is an insurance company that maybe you have a connection to. I use this as an example, so I put their link on it just to show you. If I Googled Farm Bureau scholarships for seniors, it takes me to this website that has an application, and it tells you the criteria of that scholarship, and it tells you the deadline, and it's really usually pretty simple that the scholarship application is usually right there and available to you. So I highly advise you to use that avenue as another source to seek out scholarship applications. Another source that you can use for scholarships would be simply thinking about connections that you have, either yourself or maybe your family. For example, we've had many students have luck with asking parents, hey, the place of work. Ask your parents if they know if the place of work where they work offers scholarships for their employees' kids. If they do, it's usually a pretty simple application to get. And then a lot of times things like that are less competitive as far as the number of students who are applying. Or if you have a job and you work at somewhere, you could simply ask, hey, do you offer scholarships for your employees? I know Hy-Vee is a good example. We've had students who have been successful they have jobs at Hy-Vee, they sought out applications for the scholarship, and they were chosen to be a recipient of a scholarship from their workplace. So wherever you work or where your parents work, go ahead and ask, do they have scholarships available for the purpose of attending college? And hopefully you will find that many of of your parents or your workplace would offer such an opportunity. The last part that I want to talk about is the many avenues that you can find scholarships available to, basically nationally speaking. We have the opportunity at West Liberty to have the Raise Me scholarships available, which are like mini micro scholarships. And you should be familiar with those because I know you have talked about these in the past. So just make sure that you visit Raise Me. If you don't have an account and you need help, please seek out some assistance with this. And also, another good website is called I Can Succeed. Those are more for Iowa students. So you're not going to be competing against a t- as many as you would if you went into a national database. Speaking of national, I have attached a couple of different websites that are good and common to seek out all kinds of national scholarships. So these national scholarships are just companies that just filter all of their scholarships into the national database. So if you search any of these websites, you will find hundreds and hundreds of scholarship opportunities. Most often they go through and they filter out, they ask you to do like a questionnaire, and they'll ask you like lots of different kinds of questions, and then that sorts out what scholarships might be attainable for you. So there's national, and then there's Iowa scholarships, which would be listed under icansucceed.org, and then the local scholarships that are more what we talked about earlier, and what you will also cover down a little bit further into this presentation. So with that, I can share also that we have had many students be very successful in their scholarship hunting and have really reaped a lot of rewards from taking time and effort put into this. I always tell students kind of make it a job. Think of it as a job. If you had to work 10 hours at your job, whether you babysat or worked at the pool or work at Casey's, most of you might make 9, 10, $11 an hour. Let's say you worked 10 hours, you get paid $10 an hour. That's $100 for 10 hours worth of work. So takes a while to get $100. If you think about, if I put 10 hours into a scholarship that's worth $1,000 and you got it, that's a really good use of your time as far as monetarily speaking. So think of it in that term as a job. Lastly, if you would like any one-on-one help with this, you can feel free to reach out to myself, Stephanie, Andrea. Um, we would be happy to help you and go deeper into like how to do this or how to work within a certain school. So if you put a lot of time and effort into this, generally speaking, the rewards can be very, very good. So good luck, and let me know if I can help you in any way. Thank you.